Welcome to Think Different Podcast. Today, our guest is Sharla Samuel, who is a personal development coach, and she will be giving us insights on emotional intelligence and also leaving us with some good advice. Welcome, Mrs. Samuel.
Thank you for having me today.
You're most welcome. What is emotional intelligence, and how can we recognize and manage our own emotions?
Yeah, so when you mentioned emotional intelligence, I was thinking, I could just say something off the top of my head, but I found a definition on mentalhealthamerica.com, and I really like this definition. It says emotional intelligence is the ability to manage both your own emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. There are 5 key elements to emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. I think it's important because if you want to be healthy as a person and if you want to have healthy relationships with others, it's very important that you develop your emotional intelligence.
That's true. That's very much true.
I think one of the key things is just situations in life. Like, we can all say, I'm this type of person, I'm that type of person. But when different trials and tribulations arise, how you react to it, how you respond to people, that will show you certain things in yourself. Like, maybe I'm not as patient as I thought I was. Maybe I'm not as understanding as I thought I was. So through different situations in life, I think if you're already a person that's doing one of these things that is self-aware, that self-awareness, when things happen, that will show you, I'm not as patient. I'm pretty quick-tempered. So all these type of things will show you, but you have to first have self-awareness.
How can we develop empathy and understanding for others' emotions?
I think empathy comes with, because there's a difference, like there's sympathy and empathy. So I think sympathy is when you kind of say, oh wow, that's really sad for that person, right? But empathy is when you think, if I was in that person's shoes, like I don't know what it's like to be in that person's shoes, but maybe if I were in their shoes, I would have done the same thing. So for example, so I've had this conversation with friends before I became a mum, right?
Right.
I used to wonder, how could mums get depressed about having a child? How could they want to harm their baby, right?
Right.
And not that I'm advocating for violence towards children in any way, but it's just that because I recognize now that with pregnancy, your body goes through a lot of different physical and emotional changes. And as a person, your hormones are all over the place. Now I understand a whole lot more how mums can get really down or really frustrated. Whereas before, I just used to think, how could you? Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah,
sometimes,
for sure.
not until you're in a similar situation that you think, now I get it, you know? Yeah.